My name is Zach Shavers from Pontotoc, Mississippi. I'm 35 years old. So I was 10 or 11 years old when I started smoking weed and drinking alcohol, and that pretty much continued my whole life. And in high school, I started using cocaine, doing pills very randomly, but it progressed as I went on through college. And about 8 years ago, I tried meth for the first time, and that's when my life began to spiral out of control. Got a divorce and ruined a lot of relationships that I had, pushed family away. I knew that I needed help, but I didn't ever want to admit that I needed help. You get to crawling around on the floor looking for something to get you high. That should be a very strong wake-up call. And I just got to a point where I didn't know how to stop. I didn't really want to look for help. I was way too prideful for that. It was just a very, very dark time in my life. Last year, I got locked up for a couple months, and my dad actually asked me, did I want help, or was I able to make my mind up to where I'd actually admit to needing help. And at the time, I didn't really want the help, but I didn't want to go to prison either. The decision that I made to come here initially was to escape a prison sentence. And it's actually turned out to be a very pivotal decision in the direction of my life. So when I first got here, I knew that this place was different. Just pulling in and seeing the church and the houses and coming across the lake here, I could tell that I had come to the right place then. And the first night that I was here, or the first Thursday that I was here, we did a power barn, and a guy named Zach McPike gave his testimony, and it was kind of similar to mine in a way, but the weight of my guilt and shame of what I had become was very overwhelming, and I knew then that I had to change. And it wasn't about 3 months later, so stubborn as I am, still hadn't let go of a lot of things, and I was struggling really bad. And Tim Newton actually helped me realize that I had to change, and I had to start from deep down in my heart to be better, to be a better man, not only for myself, but for my family, for my children. And he, in the only way that he can, explained to me how to really let go and lay all of my sins and my burdens at the feet of Jesus. And when I did that, it just, the weight lifted off of my shoulders. It was unreal. It's like I could literally feel it lift off of me. My source of joy is as simple as it is powerful. It comes from the Lord, that for as far as I ran from Him, that He was loving and forgiving and always was there, even when I didn't want Him to be. I'd ruined more than a couple of relationships that I had in my life, and in a way, through my addiction, I would guess I was trying to, unintentionally. But since being here and admitting to a lot of things, I can tell that my relationships are going to be better because I have a clear mind. I have nothing to hide anymore. And for the simple fact that I've regained the relationship with Jesus, that all things will be better now. Successful life to me is a quiet, peaceful life, good family, raise my kids, and to be the man that when people think about me or people talk about me, they have nothing bad to say, and hopefully I can bring a smile to people's faces. My encouragement to anybody that's struggling would be to not be afraid to seek Him. Because if you feel like you need help, or people are asking you if you want help, then you probably need it. And don't be afraid, because I'm not going to say that it could be the best decision. It will be the best decision that you can make to better yourself.